Cheers for that.
Alright.
Very happy. We got 2 vehicles with HMGs. Although, this one, I imagine we're just going to be using for cargo. So, like, if we ever ambush convoys, we'll fucking ram them with this vehicle and load up their stuff. And this one would be an attack vehicle. Okay, so you see this sediment here?
Yeah?
I need you to mine some and get me some raw material. Preferably something like coal or iron. There's plenty here, that's why we have this equipment. Unfortunately, we are kinda stripped of electrical wiring. I don't have enough to fucking repair the winch.
So I gotta mine this by hand.
I mean, maybe use your charges to break through, and then break apart the pieces with that pick.
That works.
654, come back to the house then.
Yeah, you might want to clear out from that.
There we go. Come inside. I turned up the classical music.
Nice.
Here comes the hard part. Now we have dye around here somewhere.
Making
Well, it's
something to
done.
last, are we? And what is it?
Part 1.
Oh.
I used to work in medical, so I know how to make cloth. The thing used to fucking dry, and now we have to get into the next.
I assume that's the Durasteel part.
The second truck has some other nice stuff in it. Duraplat and shit like that. Very high quality materials. It appears they were sending a second shipment, but they didn't tell it over scan. Probably because they expected a trap? Which is surprising in the beginning, but it also appears that since they expected this, they literally loaded up the supplies they claimed they were sending, but then they sent another vehicle with more supplies, and it tried to ram through these things. It destroyed all the barricades, it shot up the other truck and blew it up thinking the supplies were in it, and made a run for it. It almost got out.
That would explain why they had a mortar already set up and ready to go.
Yeah, they were expecting a trap. They probably sent foot soldiers early.
Yep.
Do you have any experience with cooking?
Well, yeah. I actually used to cook for the crew all the time back on the field.
Excellent. If I give you ingredients and food, you can make shit for me?
Yeah, sure, I could cook up meals.
Alright,
Fine.
do you know how to make, like, homemade meals, or do you just know how to make, like, military grade?
Both. I'm good with whatever's on hand.
Well, I prefer homemade meals or something, because I'm sick of eating military ration foods. Because that's all I know how to really make at the moment, with the resources.
Alright.
Head upstairs, the brown crate near my bed. It's full of all the food. It's frozen.
Yep.
HK. I don't do whatever you think is right to protect us. That might be an abstract order, but sitting on a rooftop must be boring for a droid like you.
Negative.
Alright, you check on him, I'll grab the extinguisher.
Surrender.
I don't surrender to rule.
Well, you're gonna have to sell for the droid until this mess is settled.
It's not my fault you burned down your house.
Identify yourself.
Well, maybe... Yeah.
Heavy arms specialist.
You don't seem very special to me, unless you count that thick hide of Duraplast you're wearing.
I mean, I can easily dispatch you 2 times.
Yeah.
So I don't know what y'all's thinking.
Well, like I said, all you did was come at me with a bunch of heavy gear. Got a little predictable over time. So, what are you doing here?
Hunting cargo.
Ah. Well, you're gonna have to hunt somewhere else, cause we've already got this place battened down.
Cache. You have some cargo I want at a big truck. Are you actually going to be letting me go?
Well, I don't know about that. But I have a feeling killing you is probably not going to be easy, so why don't we talk a little bit first?
I'll say the cargo was lost. Someone else got it first.
Oh,
I'll do a bit of a write-off, and you're free to go.
and how am I supposed to know to trust that?
I'm an honorable man, sir. I could have
Honor.
easily done a cheap shot because you're not wearing a proper helmet and I could have blasted your head off right now.
I don't know. You guys sure as hell haven't seemed very honorable to me so far.
Who?
Besides, honor's not exactly something I really believe in anyway.
I'm not with the folks that had that transport. I was actually going to intercept that transport for my own personal gain.
Really, and you're wearing the exact same armor they are.
Correct. It's Tundra armor.
Well, you're definitely a lot more skilled than the lot we faced earlier. Or at least a lot better equipped.
Name's Braxel. I'm a bounty hunter. I want that dough still for my own.
Yeah. Well, if you insist that you're not gonna cause us any trouble, then I suppose we could let you go. You don't know anything about what could have taken the cargo?
You took the cargo.
Oh. But you said someone took it back from us, right?
No, you said someone took it before me, and that was you.
Oh, okay. Well. Alright then.
Help me up,
Go
then.
on. Yeah.
You don't understand how hard it is to get up once you fall in this armor.
Yeah, I have an idea.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, that's one way to spend the morning.
surprised you let him go. I'll trust your judgment and I won't cap him.
Hey, someone powerful like him, he might turn out helpful in the future. It's always
What's
good to
his
have
name?
someone owe you favors. Says his name was Raxer or something. Couldn't quite hear it over his helmet.
Braxel.
Yeah, Raxer.
Braxel. Well, the redecoration is done. I finally got rid of all the stuff. Also, finally, I have it.
Yeah?
Something
Oh,
to smell with.
fireplace. Oh, a smelter. Nice.
And up here is finally finished.
It doesn't look half bad.
I suppose that sword combat will have to wait for right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I gotta finish up the armor.
Yeah. Food's ready, by the way, for whenever you want it.
Sure, I'll come down in a minute.
Yeah, when I made this recipe for the troops on the field, they couldn't even believe I learned it from a Wookiee.
Jeez. What? You gotta tell me some of your travel stories. All I know about you served with Rom Cody, or you were a loner, and you chased his Inquisitor and got shot down. I gotta know more about you. Maybe I'll write you down one of my books. Write you down one of my adventures.
Never thought I'd have a book written after me.
Well, not a book, more like a section? Island Deck. Space Wonder. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, stories. Yeah, I got a few. It's kind of hard to concentrate and get them all together.
Oh, I assume you have an Order 66 story.
Oh my god,
I don't want to hear it, but I assume you have one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do.
If you went into hiding, you must.
Yeah. I haven't gone to high specifically, but yeah, our militia did after the incident. And actually, that was why I left. Well, the reason I left was because Koda wanted to start the war all over again and try to bring the Republic back, and I thought the galaxy had had enough at that point. I didn't want any part of it.
This is going to cause economic collapse. The next government won't be able to support itself without the Chancellor's assistance. Without the Chancellor's assistance, there is no fucking way an economic staple can go unless it rages vaults. Even then, I don't think there's enough political figures that don't support the Galactic Empire right now.
Yeah, and they just got the banking clans back under control too. Imagine the upset they'd cause if something like that happened.
Imagine they rebelled before, this stuff happened. Imagine they instead, didn't ever surrender back to the Galactic Empire.
Yeah. Well, must be what they were going for, because I know the Empire's probably giving them plenty of business right now.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen that new, no, it's Black Empire. Have you seen that Empire ship?
What new Empire ship? The,
Victory.
Oh, the Victory? I heard those things were field tested out on the Battle of Coruscant. Pretty effective.
Oh, they were? I mean, I would know. I kind of stayed away from the core. But no, I know they have another type called the Imperator.
The Imperator. I've only ever heard of it. Never seen one.
And then there's, of course, the Mandator 2, which I wonder what's going to happen to it now that the war's over.
Well, my guess is it would probably become a core defense ship, or maybe it'll just sit in a dry dock and become a museum.
I assume it's going to be part of the core, is probably going to become a flagship.
Yeah, true.
God, imagine the Galactic Empire making larger ships. Fucking tried. Ugh. Can't imagine it.
That would be
I know
something.
they're working. I know they're trying to expand. Like, I assume they're making a second version of the Imperial, a second version of the Acclamator, and probably a second version of the Victory. Have you seen the Victory cruisers?
Yeah, I've seen a Victory Cruiser once.
They're nice.
Yeah.
They're
A
also
lot more-
the pilots of a fucking Victory cruiser are the biggest piece of shit in the galaxy. They are so fucking strict on docking rules. Oh, let us go through a.
Oh boy.
The light just went out. Uh oh.
Great.
That wasn't even me.
What's going on now?
Might have ran out of power.
Uh-oh. Now we go about fixing that.
We don't. We need droid power cells. So unless this droid wants to kill himself, I don't think we're getting power back anytime soon.
Well, Roxel did say there were other HKs around here. Maybe we could find one.
I heard the conversation. He was saying there's better HKs out there in the galaxy, I assume.
Oh.
I wouldn't imagine they'd be here. So yeah, I don't know.
Hang on. You said this was once a Republic-occupied planet, right?
Yeah, the light shuttle just came back on.
Huh. There could be droids here then.
I do know that there was a battle here. A big one. I mean, I fucking witnessed it.
Oh. So yeah, there could be some Separatist droids around here somewhere if we ever need to grab some
The
power
battle
cells.
never had vultures leave the hangar. So, no. The droids never left its ship. There was two Providences, one Munificent, I think.
Well, surely this can't have been the only battle they've ever had. If the droids came here before, they might be more.
This is a relatively unknown base. I think that was the only ever battle we had here.
Oh.
Funny. I came here because I was sick of the other type of environment, which is dry. I came here I was kind of eyeballing that base, but mostly I like this house I found.
Yeah.
This planet is a treasure trove of abandoned settlements from low-tech civilizations.
I can't imagine what it must have been like for them living here.
Once the Republic established a base, I believe they got wiped out due to the disease spread.
Disease?
Yes, we're carriers of diseases that we're immune to, but people like here have never experienced them, meaning they have no immune cells or anything, meaning they die extremely fast.
Oh, that kind of disease. I thought you were talking about one of the galactic ones. I've heard stories. None of them were good.
Yeah, so that's what mostly wiped out. And I know there's people out there still, but honestly, there's like no one left. I know there's that research base. Very nice, by the way. Underground, possible nuclear powered, and it has a nuclear arsenal. It seems to be an R&D place. They seem to be able to manufacture, and there's a listening outpost, meaning it's highly secure, minus the valley. The valley is unguarded because they are expecting attacks from the sky, not from the ground, because they have the fucking AT-ATs there. Or AT,
Yeah.
ATs. Yeah, you know those things. The Battle of Jabim?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, they're fucking making them here. Or at least
Oh.
keeping them here.
That will be interesting.
Oh my fucking god. Fighting an AT-AT will be incredibly difficult. Though I do have plans for if we encounter one. The obvious one, they are weak to one obvious thing. Loose ground. They can't get up once they fall.
Yep, and their necks are especially easy to target. Well, they're not easy to target, but they're especially vulnerable if targeted.
Yeah, because, you know, that fucking material for the elasticity. Surprised you know that one. That's a little one, no one out there. Target the neck.
Well, hey, I'm one of the people who I had to serve on one of those ones.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was a very bumpy ride.
Honestly, why don't they just add more plating outside that bends with the material, you know? Like, you add literally, like, sticks sticking out, and you put metal plating on, so you don't take the damage from the neck, and you can still move. You'll just have to cut the edges where the turning head goes, so you don't scrape metal against metal. Boom, you have a mostly better secured neck.
Well, it's definitely better, but there's still the issue of the structural stability. Because if you're just using a loose scaffolding with sticks to hold up the plates, then the force of impact could be absorbed. You know, the plate could absorb impact, but there could still be some force that could be enough to bend or break the plates, which would inhibit neck mobility. Especially if you
And
bend
that's
the
why
plates.
you have to be, and that's why you should have them being able to be removed. Meaning you have a second chance. Once they all get damaged, or your neck move is impaired, you just press a button and they all detach. Sure, you're weaker,
Yeah.
but boom, you have a secure AT. Damn, the Empire should hire me. There we go. What do you think of it?
It's definitely... That is nothing like I've ever seen before.
Well, when you're following old blueprints from a couple thousand years ago, it's what you can do.
Yeah. Well, it definitely looks like it fits the mask.
That nice cape.
Well, of course, you gotta have the cape.
You know, I almost to say, hey, can you attach the mask for me? But that means I'd have to show you my face. And I have a code of contact. I'm not allowed to do that.
That's understandable.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to... I actually know how I'm gonna do this, because I need someone to strap the faceplate on me. Because I can't see the attachers. And once it's done, I'll fucking find a way myself. Head downstairs.
Well, you could always have HK do it and just wipe his memory after.
That's what I was thinking, honestly. But I think I can make do.
Alright.
Alright, how the fuck did the schematic say you get in this thing? Yes, there we go. Come on. Get the mask on. Come on. do a check. Flexibility test done. Alright. Face mask on. It's done.
Holy crap.
It's fucking heavy.
It looks heavy.
I didn't expect the shoulder pads to weigh fucking this much. Holy shit. I'm gonna come out stronger after wearing this for a while though, but for now, I'm gonna have to just walk around. I literally cannot fucking move this. It is so damn heavy.
Yeah, he looked just a little smaller than a clone Juggernaut.
Oh my god, I hate those guys. They always have the biggest ego.
Of course they are. They're basically walking tanks.
They always have a god complex. They're God's gift to the galaxy. They'll save your skin and they expect all your praise in return.
Thankfully, the 22nd never had any Juggernauts.
Good. Does the mask look good? Or should I, like, paint it? I
The
know,
mask
like,
looks just fine.
I know
Looks
the
perfect.
mask has what through several owners in the past, like several dozen. I know the one after this painted it silver. In the in the long future, I might follow suit because this guy was a conqueror. The next one was a preserver, so he was the savior. Which I'm not going to be doing much conquering other than that base eventually. So, I honestly think once I finally have the material and I find a blueprint for that set, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
I mean, because I have no idea, but I know the Preserver's armor set still exists because the man who wore it got killed in combat and someone claimed it as a war trophy.
Yeah, could be a family heirloom.
Yeah, for all we know, it's gonna take a long time to find. See? That's what the Preserver looked like. He united the clans and he led them to victory.
Yeah,
This guy
pretty
just
good.
led war against the Republic. Intimidating,
So,
but no one remembers him.
how
So
many
honestly,
wars has the Mandalorians fought with the Republic again?
I think at least 2.
That explains why no one remembers it.
One of them almost caused the defeat of the Republic.
Yeah,
This man was
obviously.
slain in single combat by a Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
Don't know their name, but I know they beat him. So yeah,
Yeah.
this armor is amazing. It's gonna give a lot of protection and a lot of valuable use. Can you check the valves on the side of the mask are in